Good morning. It is November 13th, and it is Thursday. Yes, we only have 2 days left, Friday and Saturday. So today we are going to go ahead and get Lily up to the bus stop, and then we're going to walk over to Publix. And honestly, it's going to be a little bit of a pain, but I would rather just do the quick walk than have to worry about the car. So let's go ahead, let's get going. And let's just have a good day today. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's get up to the bus stop. It is a beautiful sky. What is the temperature out?
It's 47 degrees outside.
Wow, 47 degrees. And boy, at least there's not a strong wind in the air like there was the previous time.
So it actually feels like it's 40s.
There you go. You ready to get going?
Yeah.
And then we'll walk over to Publix.
What?
If Lil Bow Wow wants candy, well, I want chili. Let's get going. Walking style. On that day, I just started walking. I knew where I was walking too. I knew when I needed to get there. So I just started going. Good Forrest Gump or not? Or mediocre?
I'm not answering that.
You know what? She is cute as heck. Let's get going. Alright, don't tell mommy. But we're gonna have chicken nuggets for dinner from at home. So, question, do you want cheesy broccoli rice with it, or do you want Arby's fries? The world is waiting.
You want the broccoli rice? With cheese? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they don't have cheesy broccoli rice, then we'll do Arby's fries for you,
You know,
okay?
I can make that at home myself.
Can you?
Please? Yeah. Yeah.
You sure?
Mhm.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure about that. It's cold.
You're not that cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
You're the Alaskan!
Just need one of those
I just saw something.
the single pack of the broccoli.
You know how we have that one chilling Yankee in the South? You could be Alaskan in the South.
Don't know why I didn't think about that.
There you go. Alright, let's go and wait for Lil. Wow, it is beautiful.
It is.
And then we'll go ahead and get on the Publix. Also, I need to get on the sweet tea.
Okay.
At least this won't be as bad as the Oregon Trail. Because we won't get dysentery.
There's a lot more than just that.
You remember that game, right?
Yes.
It made all children afraid of dysentery.
I think that's the only thing they really added in that game, though.
Well, that and your cart breaking down because
Yeah.
it lost a wheel. Or a river.
And I think you drowned in that river
Yeah.
if you didn't do it right or something.
Which I didn't think a river was that deep, really.
Some
Because
maybe.
the rivers up north, where I came from, really weren't. They were more like little streams.
Oh, really? No, we had those really deep roaring rivers up in Alaska. We went on a boat a few times and done that. To go salmon fishing, I remember that.
Hi. She's not having any of it this morning.
Ooh.
She's like,
She didn't have it either last night. She's just not been in the mood lately.
I
She's
know.
starting to develop her own attitude, unfortunately.
yes, give into it.
I'm
Well,
not exactly sure. I think it's just part of her just, reaching her 20s.
You're the best.
Cutie pies.
Alright, so there's some kind of aircraft taking off. I did a zoom in with the iPhone. Let me show you. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what that is taking off.
Yeah, normally it leaves a lot longer trail if it's actually a plane.
And there's no rockets that are scheduled for right now. They're not until the afternoon and the evening. So, here is what we are doing. First of all, there is not as bad of a breeze in the air as there was the last time we did this.
Oh, but you can see your breath.
Yes, you can. So, we are walking over to Publix. Yes, we are not going to Grandma's house. We're going to Publix. So, here's what we need to do. We need to get a co-item for dinner, and we need to get a couple of cans of chili. Are you having chili?
We'll see. I might save it for another day. I don't know. We'll see.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, my nose is cold.
All right, so
Burns.
let's get over there. Let's have a great time. I do have my training class today. Today is day 4 of it, and then one more day. And then I take my test. And then the test, you have 4 hours to complete, 170 some odd questions, and then I am done. Well, with that part. Then I got to go over to the state of Florida office and go ahead and put in the application for the license and do the photo and all that good stuff.
Oh, when does that have to be done?
Remember, everything has to be done before the end of the month.
Oh, okay.
Per the agreement. So there we go. And that is only because...
Then we could get that done after.
Let me explain.
Car.
If I fail to, they cannot have me on employment. Because if they do, then they have to pay $1,000 to the state of Florida for a violation. So that's why they're really picky about this. So let's go ahead, let's get going over there, and let's get it done and over with at Publix. You ready? Okay. Oh, I love that face.
Okay, now we got the fun part of cars in front of us not being able to see.
Yes,
because of
cars,
that
buses,
big bush.
all that good stuff. Alright. Alright, if you missed it before, so this is the 429 overpass. This stretches all the way from Tampa, Florida area, all the way up to Apopka, Florida. And boy, is it jam-packed all the time. Let's get going. We got a little bit further to go to Publix.
Yeah, I can't stay on this very long.
So, in regard to you, Tibby, our wonderful friend and family member. So, you asked about Publix Daily. The reason why is, like I said, it is just around the corner from us. It is not like it's a long trip. So yeah, it's just this quick.
I know that people say it's feasible to do it weekly, but honestly we find that we save more money doing it daily.
And it gives us more flexibility on what we want to eat as well.
For the day.
And when you have a picky eater like Lil, it makes it a lot better.
We come to realize that we waste too much food if we try to do it weekly.
Yeah, especially when we did like big box clubs like
Yeah.
BJ's and Sam's.
For a small family, it just became easier over the years that we found that picking our food out daily and what we were hungry for that day actually saved us money in the long run.
I don't think that lady's seen a vlogger in the wild like that on the road like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why we do it. And let me show you. Just right here
How's that blue?
is Publix, basically, just around the corner from here. So that is why we don't mind. It is super quick by car. It's like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes.
But if you're walking it, then it's about 10 minutes or so,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Let's get our exercise.
There you go.
Because he's going to be sitting around all day anyway.
Yeah, my fat butt does need the exercise. I can admit to that. At least when I'm at Universal doing the walker training and stuff like that and other tasks, at least I'm standing and moving a bit. That's the good part.
Yeah.
But for now, let's go ahead.
Ooh, it's
Let's
cold.
get in the Publix and let's get what we need. And try not to weigh ourselves down too much.
Yeah.
Because everything we buy, we have to hand carry back. That's the downside.
Oh, God.
And by we, I mean me. I'll give you a pack of butter to hold. Come here. I don't want to weigh her down too much and then we slow down too much. That's the other bad part. Palm trees. But yeah, here you are, Palm Crossing Apartments, which has changed names so many times.
I know, it's like 3 times within just 3 years now.
And now it's a luxury apartment building. Can you believe that? So over here now, we have things called luxury apartment buildings where basically they give a little extra amenity and then they call them luxury. But what they really do is just jack up the price of the apartment and put a coffee maker in the lobby.
Yeah, but it doesn't say luxury, it just says apartment.
Oh, I know, but on the website listing it does.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when they do that because they can have the worst apartment ever and then call it luxury and then jack up the price.
But yeah, this is basically our little walk from our little place over here. And then you got the Catholic Church right there on the right.
Did they just paint this building or something?
No, I think it's been like this for a little bit.
Has it?
I know it was like this last time we walked by.
Like this a couple days ago.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. I just don't get what's with the blue and white. But alright. I guess we're starting to finally get a little color in life.
There you go. We're at the end of the Giver book where Jonah can see the colors. It was an older book from, I think it was like C.S. Lewis, if I remember correctly, from back in the day. But yeah, this is essentially our quick walk right to Publix. And if you're also wondering, so why didn't you bring the Focus over? It made the journey yesterday. Why not today? There's actually a good reason for that. We didn't want to take any chances of anything happening to the vehicle. So that is why it is unlimited driving until we are actually done and can trade it in. And I think that's for the best. What do you say?
Yes. 100% yes.
Absolutely.
I don't mind the walk.
I don't either, and that is why tonight I will be doing this again as soon as I get off of work. So that way I can bring a stupid Verizon box over here. Here we are. Publix Plaza. It is that quick for us. And that easy of a walk.
Yeah, I mean, if we're capable of walking around the theme parks, this walk is like nothing.
Exactly. Well, there are cars that will run you over.
Yeah, you do have cars.
Then again, at the theme parks, you have motor scooters.
I don't think those are as bad as being hit by a car.
I don't know. Have you ever had a stroller run up on you while you were in a live stream mode? Yeah, exactly. And again, maybe they're purposely aiming for me because I was a live streamer. Who knows? But yeah, here we are, Publix. And done. Let's go in. Okay, sweet. Still BOGO. We're good. Alright, so we got everything. We got chili. We got sweet tea. We got veggies to go with our dinner. Because we already had the other stuff for dinner, luckily.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Let's get back over to the house. Then I can have my bagel, relax, enjoy some hot coffee, and then go from there and start my school for the day. You ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Car fumes. Really bad.
Alright, let's get over to the house now.
Very, very bright.
Bright sun. Now, for those of you in our family that are in the north, we have something that I don't know if you have. We have indoor golf. Yes. In Florida, sunny weather, we have indoor golf. Mostly because you never know when a rainstorm will come. So why not?
I think a lot of places have that. It's becoming a new trend with that electronic indoor golf game things that they do.
Well, that's no fun. Although we could try it sometime. Alright, let's get over to the house.
It's not like a pup hut. Those are interesting looking.
Those are. You never know what you're gonna find on your journey.
Yeah. Oh. Big ducks.
Yeah, those are the ones that are invasive, right?
Yeah, they're invasive duck species, unfortunately.
I love you.
Yeah.
Such a cute face. Let's get going. It is amazing how this bench is still here. Yeah, makeup looks hard. We'll go and sit down and open up the glove box. Have you ever seen the glove box that clean since we bought it? Oh, Tiffany.
What?
Look on my side. What is all that white stuff over there? No,
Probably suntan lotion.
not on the actual door pillar.
Yeah, no.
I don't think that was there before.
No, I think that might be suntan lotion, just like it is on the sides here.
from our Disney escapades.
Yeah, and some of this is definitely makeup and suntan lotion. I'll figure out if I can get that off.
Yeah, for the most part, the car is done. She's going to do a once over just to make sure. I am curious on one other thing real quick. I want to see how she does with a cold start real quick. Besides, once a day you still want to do a startup just to make sure. There we go. Driver door ajar. Still check engine light on, but the other one should be engine on and driver door. Okay. But yeah, it's all ready to go. Wow. Alright, in about 20 minutes I start my school for the day. Oh, and I did make sure to get her sunglasses out. Good. Still will be sad to see it go. This car's been amazing for all these years. Alright guys, it is now 7:35 a.m. and we are now home from our long walk. Not really, it was a short walk. Truthfully, the only downside was actually holding all that stuff on the way back. That was the bad part, okay? But overall, it was a nice walk, okay? And I'm not complaining at all. And truthfully, it was good to get the blood pumping in the morning before having to go ahead and sit down to all this schoolwork. Get everything going in your head. Get the thoughts roaming free. But yeah, later on, I do have a couple of things that Verizon sent me that I got to take over to UPS store. Back with that whole watch debacle issue when they just kept flooding me with them because of all the order issues that they were having with the website. But anyway, now we can relax. Tiffany is going to make a nice egg sandwich for breakfast today. And then I can have this Wendy's chili later for lunch. Now, what I was thinking about is possibly doing it on my lunch break. The downside is that I only have an hour lunch break later. So, if it exceeded that, okay, then I would be screwed. And then I would have to redo a day of these courses, of the lessons. That's the bad part. And honestly, when you're at day 4, you don't want to do anything that's going to compromise or mess that up. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk to you about something because I got 20 minutes or so until the actual start of the class today. Until I can actually get into it, and it starts at a little after 8. So, when it comes to Disney, okay? The reason why I'm okay with getting rid of Disney and all is because, truthfully, the car is a complete necessity. Okay? So, here's the deal. Each month, we pay Disney $344 a month currently. That would go up to $375 a month, okay? And we talked about it in our price increase video before. Now, on to the other hand of it though, okay? An average car payment is about $520 to $540, maybe $580s, okay? Depending on what you get. And sure, if you got a great credit, you can get into the 4s and into the 3s as well. Or you could refinance an older car purchase. Okay? That was another option down the road. The projected price of our monthly payment on the car is going to be about $580 to $590, okay? So if we get rid of Disney and we do not renew them, that right there puts $375 back into our monthly budget, meaning it's just the remainder of like a couple weeks of doing substitute teaching on the 2 days I'm off from work, from Universal. That is where I am at mentally on that. So that is why I was okay with ditching Disney. Because there comes a time in everybody's life when you look at all the... Basically, I don't want to upset any adults that are like huge fans. But Disney is not a necessity. Plain and simple. Disney is not a must-have. Okay? And honestly, now that I am out of that contract for the year, yeah, I do feel some relief in a large way. Because it was a heavy burden. And my only issue is that back in January, if I didn't have that burden, I could have been putting away $350 some months towards a larger down payment on a vehicle or an emergency situation. That was the other issue that we had. Now, as you remember, off and on, we had the check engine light come on, but more than likely, that was also the purge solenoid valve, which this is not part of, I do not believe. But at the same time, okay, when it comes to the Focus, we have had that car for 8 years. Originally, it was purchased back in July, I want to say, of 2017, okay? And originally, it was purchased as me, and then I had my mom co-sign because Tiffany's credit wasn't where it is now. Okay? So that was the best part of all, is that every time that payment was made, it was like I was saying thank you to her for helping with that. And now, this new car concept is basically Tiffany and I's first major purchase. Sure, we made a purchase of $4,000 every year, covered over a year when it came to Disney. And we did it also with Universal of tacking on another couple grand. And having that money too. So $6,000 or so for theme parks in some years. Yeah, $6,000. That is a lot of money, okay? And if you think about it like this, okay? Disney is $4,000 roughly, okay? We started going in 2014. So that's 11 years. Times that by the $4,000. Actually, you know what? We're just going to go on the modest side of $3,000 a year. That is $33,000 if I would have put away into nothing that grew money. $33,000. That is like a Honda Civic. Okay? Let that sink in. Over the course of our 11 years of going to Disney, we have spent $33,000 on the low end. That does not take into account food, souvenirs, and all that other stuff. And some people would go, well, can you really put a price on all the memories you had? Yeah, I can. But yeah, there is that element to it as well. About how much money has been put out for Disney. So to go ahead and give Disney a break for a while, I am definitely in favor of, because we have a bigger necessity right now, which is the car purchase. Something that can get us from work and home and other places. Hold on. Wow. Thank you. Hey, dear.
Did you get yourself some coffee?
No, not yet. Hey, how does $33,000 sound to you?
Okay.
Over the course of 11 years, roughly, that we've been doing Disney, okay? on the modest low end of about $3,000 a year. Okay, even though it's been up and up and up. $33,000. Not in counting food and souvenirs and stuff like that. And special events.
So it costs as much as the car, pretty much.
Yes. But yeah, that is basically where I'm at mentally. And why I was in favor of ditching Disney and saying, it's time to hang up our Disney adult cap, our Goofy hat, and put away our Mickey gloves and our Ariel bubble blowing wands. And think like adults need to. That sometimes our purchases are more important. And if you can free up that money in your budget for something even more important, then that is the biggest reason why you should. Alright, I'm going to eat now before I start my class. And Tip's going to grab me a cup of coffee a while. Yep. But yeah, that's why we are definitely doing this, and we have zero regret at all. Let's go ahead and eat. Alright, in 5 minutes, we will be starting. Just think, we are almost done with this training. And by the way, from our talk earlier, it is not that I'm opposed to getting Disney back, because once we actually have more income coming in, I am completely okay with getting Disney back. But until then, until things return back to normalcy for a while, I think it's something we can do without, to be honest. Now, surely what we can also do if we really want to get a little taste of Disney is we can go over to Disney Springs, walk around. If you also want, you can go to Disney Springs, park your car, and take a bus into the resort as well. There's that option too. So if you want to get a Dole Whip, go ahead, park your car at Disney Springs, take a bus into Polynesian Beach Resort, and there you go. Now you can go ahead and get a Dole Whip over there. Just on the outside area of it. But there's so many different things that we want to do. There's things outside of Disney World we want to see. And having a reliable car is the best thing to do it in. Now, on to a comment that was actually left real quick before we go ahead and get into it. From DNL on the DL. Okay. In my opinion, I would get something easier for your daughter to get into. So that's actually a good point. And here's the thing. When it came to the Focus, Lily had no problem with getting into it. She also had no problem with getting into the Mustang either. We never tried her getting into an Accord, but it's bigger than a Focus, so I know that would be fine. But yeah, when we had the rental car for, well, the loaner for about a couple days or so, the Mustang, yeah, she had no issue getting in and out of that, so that's why the Mustang was put on the table. And honestly, also at the same time, yeah, it's a fun car too. And it's pretty nice looking, just like the Accord. So that's why it came down to those two. And we actually got an approval for both of them. So that's why it also narrowed down to those two. And it's not that we back ourselves into a corner at all. It's just that, honestly, we were so overwhelmed that we wanted to narrow down the two particular choices. A larger version of what we had, or a funner car. So, basically, that's where we were at. But let's go ahead, let's get ready for school in 2 minutes. And then we can take a break at 9 o'clock. And then every hour after. Let's do it. Alright, it is 9:12 and I have been on a break for about 10 minutes or so. So right now we are doing medical emergencies. We're basically recovering CPR, stuff like that. And I'm waiting to hear back from Headquarter Honda, which is over in Claremont. So here's the deal so far, okay? As of right now, okay? Mullinex Ford has come in with a great deal on the Mustang, okay? They came in with 611 for 72 months, okay? And at the same time, Headquarter Honda came in at 650 for 68 months. And that was on the Accord. So I posed a question to Paul. And I was like, hey, what about the Honda Civic that you guys have on your lot? 2026 Meteorite Gray. So I'm waiting to hear back from them on that one. And if he's off, I also messaged RJ as well, who's also a desk manager over there as well. So they could take a look at that and see if that books out better. Now, like I said, since Tiff and I do not have any major credit that we have built up, that is why this is a challenge right now. So, having approval for the Accord already finalized at $650, it's a hard pill to swallow, because that's halfway to $700 for a car. Versus Ford with the Mustang, which is over in the 611 range. Yeah, 590s to 611. So that's where we're at there. Now, interestingly, Ford also, Mullinex got me in at a lower interest rate too. So that was also good too. But yeah, now I did take interest in Tiffany's choice, which was the Honda HR-V. She also had that choice up in the air about a week ago or so. That she asked me, hey, would you mind just taking a look at it? I was like, you know what? Sure. And unfortunately, there are no new ones that hit their lot yet. So yeah, we would have to start this process all over again with a whole new dealership, mind you. So that would be the downside. But yeah, so far, it looks like Ford and Honda are kind of neck and neck. This is going to be a close one for Saturday, I'll tell you that for sure. And if you're thinking, oh, you already know what you're doing. No, actually we don't, to be honest. It's still up in the air. And we're still trying to figure all that out right now. That's the hardest part. And the reason why is because both are great cars. But I have to think about not just now, but down the road too. That's the other part of it. So that's where all this thought process is coming in the hand. Let's keep going with the school and the car situation. Alright, it is now 11 o'clock and yes, it is break time. So here is the deal. Tiffany is going to go ahead and start making the chili. I have to then, on my actual lunch break, go over to the bank to go ahead and put the deposit money in for the car so that way that they can actually go and hold it. Luckily, the bank is just right around the corner in the village, so it's not that far away. But yeah, I have 12 to 1 basically to do that today. And then recontact my dealership, let them know, hey, you can go ahead and take your money for the deposit to hold the car. Showing that I am truly serious and that I have made my choice. But you will not know what it is. And neither will anybody. And besides, it's part of the fun. And truthfully, I'm actually really liking the idea. I know it's going to seem a little strange considering the amount of vehicles that we have at our disposal to choose from in that price range of $31,000, but I think it'll be really worth it. Oh, dear. Are you having chili?
Not right now, no.
Are you gonna have it later?
I don't know yet. So far, I'm just not hungry.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. She makes the best homemade chili.
I feel like it. No.
No? You're not going to take credit? Look, you dumped it into a bowl and then you put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
It's homemade.
Actually, it does taste like our own homemade version that we do.
Can I have some saltine crackers too, please?
Alright.
And a cup of tea? And then I'll be happy. And I'll stop annoying you.
I haven't had a break since this morning.
Poor girl. Out there working hard to get the Christmas decorations up.
Yeah.
Love you. Alright, so 2 things. 1, I gotta go over to the bank. And 2, I think there might be a new scam going around. About a DHL. About owing money on a tariff. Honestly, I don't know. It went to my voicemail.
It's weird.
But we don't have any inbound shipments.
I don't even begin to know how they even got our number.
Well, because it's registered with DHL when the overseas person puts it through.
Oh, okay.
But the package was already released to us, so I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. I guess...
What I can do is check and see what their tracking number is, their Wayfair number,
Yeah.
and go on the official DHL website, and then go ahead and put that in. And if it pops up anything, then okay, then I owe something. If not, then we're good. And it's a scam.
Yeah.
But make sure you always go to the official website for whoever the courier is. Don't just Google it and go with the top search result. Make sure it's the official one. Alright guys, let's get over to the bank. Let's go put the money in, and then we gotta call the dealership and get this train rolling. Let's get going.
Yep.
Let's wish her the best. Tiffany will be staying at home because just in case, worst case scenario, the car has an issue, I don't want her to be late for getting low. That would be the worst thing to come today.
Yeah.
Come here. But I love you. I want you to have a good time. And stop being under all the covers all day.
Nah.
Gosh.
Paul.
You're the Alaskan.
Yeah. Okay.
From California.
Come on.
Let's get going. Alright guys, let's get over to the bank, Fifth Third. Let's hope for the best. So yeah, this is what Tiff was doing this morning. And getting the inflatables set up as well. Alright, 2 more times. We got this. So far, so good. The only thing is, every time that I do this, it very well could be the last time as well. So that really makes me nervous whenever I take this out. Because I need this thing to be running up to the dealership. Now, we have 2 choices. So, Headquarter Honda is right here in Claremont. But we also do have the Ford dealer, Molnex, which is over in Paca. And is about 16 miles away. To get to Headquarter Honda, you would have to have sustained speeds of around 45 miles per hour, realistically. And yeah, it will do it. over to a Palka, that's going to be a little bit more rougher because you got to be able to hit maybe about 50 miles per hour. That is where it becomes an issue. And then when it comes to the whole debate about the Mustang versus the Accord concept, yeah, both are great cars, and I went ahead and I compared both approvals side by side, okay? And this is where it gets interesting. For the Mustang, it is actually $203 less that you are borrowing for the Mustang. And keep in mind, that is for an EcoBoost base model with the Night Pony badging. So it's not like it's anything special, okay? That's the interesting part. But right now, I just want to keep this little baby going. It's honestly quite sad, because this car and I have been together through a lot of different events, like I've said before, some of which you guys don't even know from the new people versus some of the older people that have been with us. Whether it was going up to DeLand, St. Augustine, down to Miami, the Uber Eats DoorDash runs like crazy. Yeah, this thing has been with me for a lot. And I have loved this car. And that's the truth of it. And that's why, yeah, I will be sad when it does have to go. Oh God, I gotta do this past a police officer. Gonna have an issue right there. Okay, I'm gonna do this ATM drop quick. All right, we are now done over here. Looks like the police got somebody over there. The sucky part is it's not like I can move exactly that fast, because then I jump gear just like I just did. But overall, like I said before, yeah, this car will definitely be missed. And it is true of what I like to do. I like to keep my cars until both tires fall off, then I glue them back on, and then I hope for the best. And the reason why is because I want to get the most life out of a vehicle. And I want that with the next vehicle that I buy. Whether it be the Honda Accord or whether it be the Ford Mustang. Practical and reliable versus fun and whimsical. Go figure. And the thing is, with having just one kid and Tiff, I can get them in a Mustang. That's not a problem. I can get Lil in and out of a Mustang. We've done that before when we had the rental car, the loaner vehicle. So that's not an issue, really. No, don't make me drop speed. I just got up to 40. My car doesn't like dropping anything. And what is a shame is that this car is only 8 years old. And honestly, I feel like they're just not making cars built to last anymore like they used to be able to do. And that does suck. Downshift. And in case you're wondering why I said it, because basically, here's the thing. We are in a manual transmission car, essentially. So yeah, the way that this transmission is set up, it's a manual transmission with a computer that basically does all the gear shifting for you. There we go. But yeah, as long as I can get this thing to last until Saturday, then I'm good. If I could do the deal tomorrow night, if I had time, I would, but I don't want to rush it either. So Saturday, and then I would have all the time to do it, would be optimal. And there we go. And later, yeah, I'm just going to walk over to UPS, back over to Publix, because like I said, I'm not going to risk this car having an issue. And then tomorrow, I'm not even driving it again. Instead, we're just doing delivery. And then Saturday, then we will take it over in the morning. But what's funny is that they're talking about a tracking number here. But I'll check eBay, because eBay is our only site that we have that stuff from. So we'll see. Because Amazon, I know Tiffany bought something from Amazon, but I don't think it's coming from overseas, so. Let me see something here. Because what it could also be is a complete scam where there is no actual package delivery. But we're going to check this inside. I'm home! What are you doing?
Nothing.
You look like you're all wrapped up in everything.
Well, I have been mostly up since 2.
I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
You have the cutest little face. Look at that adorable face. It's the face you just want to kiss all over. Mm-hmm. No, I didn't have any issues.
Good.
I am a little nervous because to be able to go to Molnex, if we go there, we're going to have to be able to hit speeds of about 50, 55.
I don't think the car can do it.
We'll see.
If it doesn't, you're just gonna have to put like, I don't even know. You're lucky if you're able to go 45.
Yeah. I've tested sustained speeds of 45 and we're good at that. But anything higher, I don't know. Because I haven't gone on the actual highway. Not here.
Me too. Just hope the car can make it there.
I know. Why do you think I'm not doing any extra driving right now?
I know.
Okay. Alright, so now that we're good, let's go ahead and let's check that tracking number. See, this is interesting. They're basically saying about a tariff on this one. Okay? You know what? I'm just going to play it.
Hello, this is an informational call from DHL Express with a message about a package en route to you. You have one shipment from Japan on hold with unpaid import duties. The amount due is $48.50, due by November 23rd. The tracking number is...
To pay online, please go to delivery.dhl and enter your shipment tracking number. And you can also contact us to make the payment. There's only one problem, okay? So I know what this package is, okay? It was delivered to us actually October 29th. And it was for Lily from Tokyo. So that's the interesting part.
I thought they gave it to us.
They did.
Tariff on it. They messed up. How is that supposed to be our fault? Alright. Do they even know that they don't even have the package anymore?
I don't know. The other thing is that it's not even on their actual website about it that you have to pay the amount.
Jeez. That makes you wonder who's trying to take the tariff money for it then. Well, we're not paying anything until it's actually proven.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Alright, so I did find a website here under DHL. Okay, so important. Your shipment has been delivered, but there's still import duty fee. The amount due is $48.50. So yes, there is an actual import duty fee on that item. Yes.
Alright.
From Japan, Tiff. Figure, no glue, no battery.
Okay.
Alright, so here's how it works, okay? Now there is an open levy charges, okay? Regulatory charge, level 1, is $1.34. Import-export duties, $30.16. Duty tax processing, $17. Total, $48.50. Yay. Alright, I'll deal with that in a bit. But for now, I've got some other stuff to take care of. Alright guys, it is 3:03, and you know what that means? 2 hours left in my training day. Yes, 2 hours. So, let's sit down and let's talk for a minute. Alright. So,
Subscribe.
let me pull up YouTube Studio. We actually had a really good comment come in about an hour ago, I want to say. And this is from one of our great family members online. Timmy, a Mustang? Seriously, dude? Wants versus need. Get an SUV for the family and forget about being a teenager again. To which I did say, you do bring up an interesting point about not being a teenager again with the Mustang. I'm just not a fan of SUVs. We'll see what Tiffany and I's final decision is Saturday. No, in all honesty, you really do bring up a good point when it comes to the whole Mustang thing. Okay? And there are elements to the Mustang that seemed like great in the beginning, okay? And then in hindsight, as I was looking at it compared to the Ford Focus about headroom and stuff like that, I did realize that the headroom is actually lower on the Mustang than it is on the Focus.
Yeah, I know.
Not just for the front, but for the rear too, so. Just chop me down a little bit. There you go. Great for Tiffany. Mind you, and her shortness.
Not when it's lower to the
Come here.
ground.
You can bring your coffee over.
It's not coffee, it's tea.
Aw, you had sweet tea in there?
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't offer me any?
Just trying to wake up.
I know a way to wake you up.
That's nice. I've had a long day, okay?
See, we can just go ahead and just keep playing with those little feet of yours. That'll wake you up. So, seriously, yeah, there are elements to the Mustang I like. There are also elements to the other cars I like, too. Like with the Mustang, I do like the great get up and go speed. The horsepower of it. That is nice. And besides, it's American muscle car. Can you really go wrong with American muscle?
No. Can't go wrong with the price right now either compared to the other vehicles we tried looking at.
That is actually one heck of a point, okay? So, and we were actually quite stunned, to be honest.
Actually,
okay?
we were. We really were.
The Mustang is coming in really, really well. Like in the low 30s, and per month is looking like the high 5s, low 6s.
Plus, we also had some initiative deals on it, too.
Exactly. We also had a deal when it came to me doing college work. And I know Nissan, I think they're doing something.
Yeah, they did something with that.
But I looked into it.
Oh.
It is only for a graduate within the last 2 years.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, and you actually have to be of a graduate program.
That's, it's just weird. Yeah. And Honda didn't have any deals at all.
And then I know with the Ford Escape, you weren't a big fan of that with the SUV. I also looked at a Ford Edge that was also a demo model, and it came in about $30,000 or so. And granted, this is a pretty big SUV. 2 full proper rows, large trunk area. So, really.
Plus, on top of that, with our down payment and everything, I mean, really, they literally got us into this with a really good deal and with a low down payment in our car trade when the other dealerships really didn't even try.
Yeah, Subaru hasn't really been trying to earn my business at all. Nissan hasn't really. Headquarter Honda has been. They've been trying to earn our business as well.
But they're still too high for a basic vehicle.
But you know what though? You really think they're high?
I know. It's, it is what it...
No, I actually did a comparison on this. Because I was curious, okay, about both of these deals. About the Ford deal and about the Accord deal.
Yeah.
Guess what? The Accord deal is only $243 more over the course of the entire period. But also, you pay off the Accord quicker.
Yeah, because you're paying more a month.
Yeah, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
You have a higher payment, but you pay it off quicker, which saves you on interest.
Yeah.
So there is some good there.
There was, I guess.
Honestly, there is a lot to decide upon. And both companies, Ford has stood behind the Mustang since 1965 and a half.
Yeah. And honestly, we really have drove around in one of those, actually. And it was, I would want to say it was for like 5 days?
No, we had it for a couple days, actually, because then we ended up taking it back over and got in the Escape. No. And then, and that was after the Explorer.
No, you were driving around in the Escape and all that other stuff, and then afterwards, the last vehicle was the Mustang.
No. It was Mustang, then we took it back and got the Escape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember it pretty clearly because I have video of me taking the Escape over to get our car back, finally, after the clutch was fixed.
Okay. Well, honestly, Lily did just fine. All of us did completely fine. And to be honest, really, if we had an atypical child, she would have been 20 years old and living her own life, and we would have just been, doing our own thing. But it just so happens we have a 20-year-old with the mind of a child, but still, she's perfectly fine being able to do the things that she can in one of those cars. She didn't have a problem with the last Mustang she was in. And honestly, it's not like we have a bunch of kids.
Yes, exactly.
That's
why the SUV just was rolled out. And not to mention, besides that, the gas mileage on SUVs is downright horrible, even compared to the Mustang.
There really is no reason for our small little family needing a big vehicle, let alone the prices that come with those sometimes.
Yeah. Between gas, oil maintenance, all that stuff. Biggest factor for me has been tires. You know that?
I can understand that people are saying, oh, come on, you got a family and everything. We got one kid. And she's 20. Come on.
But
our parenthood is pretty much like, it is what it is.
I'll put it to you this way. Saturday, is when the decision is made at 9 o'clock in the morning. That is all I am going to release about the decision right now.
Yeah.
That is the decision right there. 9 o'clock on that day. And when we pick up our car and we take delivery by signing the documents, then we will release a YouTube short of it. Mm-hmm. Before the entire vlog is uploaded.
I'm not trying to diss all those that think that, we should be doing it the way they think that we need to be doing it. But come on, people. Small car versus a sedan, at this point, it really doesn't matter.
Now, let me ask you one other thing. Did you ever think that maybe I'm just throwing you all through a loop and we're going a completely different route? Maybe I should buy a Ford Maverick truck.
I know. You ever think maybe eventually soon enough we will figure out down the road about buying me a used car?
Yes, a smart Ford too.
Yeah, okay.
Get you a glorified golf cart, basically with a motor in it. That's what it is.
Hey, that sounds fun.
Come here.
No, but seriously.
No, but really.
It's not like we're going to miss out on anything, whichever route we go.
Exactly. The only thing I can promise you that I am not buying is a Honda Ridgeline.
Yeah.
And I also don't have the money for a Honda Odyssey minivan. Those are like $60,000. Ooh. Gosh. But yeah, at both of our dealerships that we've been working with, we have an incredible team that has been supportive and working behind the scenes to help get this stuff done. I
absolutely love this method. We can stay at home, work with the dealerships, and not even have to go to a dealership. Plus,
exactly. I don't have to walk up and down aisles.
You can look at all the vehicles online as much as you want without even being harassed.
Not to mention, I can get a complete approval before I even step in. Then when I do step in, I go for a test drive in my choice. Then I go ahead and sign the documents.
Yeah.
Because the approval is already there. And I'm not wasting a salesman's time going, maybe I want this, maybe I want that. Now, God only knows, I've been annoying them like crazy. Board rep, I am sorry. Paul from Honda, I am sorry.
Yeah, we weren't taking it lightly.
Every single person that has ever had to put an item back on the shelf at Best Buy, I am sorry. She will get that one. And so will Fearman Family Vlog on that one too. But really, in the big scheme of things, this is a huge purchase.
It is. And
it is something I'm going to want to keep for the next 8 to 10 years. Even though cars don't seem to be lasting that long anymore.
No.
Have you noticed that?
I know. Well, we managed to get ours to last.
Baby.
Oh my goodness, it didn't even make, 5 years before we needed to replace the...
It didn't even last a month before we needed to replace the battery.
I know. Okay,
we were doomed
from the beginning. They
don't make cars
like they used to.
And then when we drove out of state to Georgia, the entire sat-nav system just froze up on us.
Yeah, that was crazy. Right when we hit the border.
Exactly.
It just froze up.
So, to all the people of Georgia, I'm sorry for the statement I'm about to say, but I don't think my car wanted me to visit your state. I don't know why. Yes, I know you have horrible roads, but still, that's no excuse.
It was weird. We had to switch over to Garmin.
Yeah. And I know what you're wondering. Well, why didn't you just use Apple CarPlay? Because we had iPhones from Boost Mobile, and they had crappy data plans.
Yes.
This was 2017, keep in mind. But yeah, so no matter which way we go, and I think she knows which way we're going. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Really.
Really?
Really.
Really?
Really.
Okay. Okay. You're the cutest. Either way,
I'm gonna go drink my tea.
we got good choices to be made. And the only one that really knows is the dealership that we've already told and that we have done everything with, including a deposit. So that is basically it. And also, when we do our Saturday vlog, we get to also talk about our experience in there too. But I gotta get back to training.
I gotta shut that window, I think.
All right. It is now 5:03, and you know what that means?
You have to go.
Yes, I have to leave you, unfortunately. So, before I do leave you, all right, I want to ask you a question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Being completely honest, okay? Between the Ford Mustang and the Honda Accord, what is your vote?
I don't know, Ron. I'm already stressed out about all this. I don't know.
No, I just want to know what your vote is.
I don't know. I actually really don't, Ron.
It's a car payment that we're going to be making for 7 years.
But you're asking about the car, and all I could think about is the money.
Fine. Which one do you vote for?
I guess the Mustang.
Really?
It had a better deal. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, it's not like, I like the Honda Accord too, so I don't know. Both of them had good deals, I guess, in their own way. One of them is, I guess, more practical. The other one is more sportier. To me, I like them both. I don't know.
Guys, I am thankful that her only choice was me on picking a date. Oh my god.
I'm not giving freaking multiple choices.
This is where our daughter gets it from.
Yes.
With that being said, I am going to go ahead and start walking over to UPS. Love you.
Love you too.
Be good. Have fun.
Alright. I gotta get Lily's rice started anyway.
Alright. Yeah, it'll take me a while.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'll be back.
Okay.
Not off to Grandma's house I go, but to UPS.
Okay.
Let's get going. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get going. As of right now, it is 5:12. We'll see what time it is when we get there. If you remember, this is the 429. And as of right now, it is 5:19. And this is what the 429 looks like. It is starting to get backed up. Wow. Yeah. That is remarkable. Good news. So we got in at 5:26. It is 5:29. And we are now done. Yes. So now it is time to get back home to a beautiful girl. Relax. And enjoy the night. And still ponder on practicality versus fun and whimsical. It's a hard choice, especially when so much money is on the line. That is for sure. Let's get home. Alright, so we are now at the 429 overpass, and it is 5:35. As you can see, it is still pretty bad over here. And yeah, it's just as bad on that side. it is really backed up. Yeah, take a look at this. That is how backed up it really is right now. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get going. See, the thing is, the Accord and the Mustang are both incredible cars. Amazing in their own way, okay? The Honda Accord is a great four-door sedan. Has a lot of leg room, and it's quite nice, to be honest. On the other hand, you also have the Ford Mustang. Incredible power, amazing style, and just has an overall awesome look. And that is where Tiffany and I are having the biggest trouble. Especially with Tiffany, because partly she wants to say whatever she thinks it'll please me, but at the same time, I want to do the same. So she says Mustang, but I think in my mind mentally, she's thinking Honda Accord, which is practical and everything. So that's where a lot of the confusion comes in. Let's get going. Let's get home and figure this all out and see what the heck we can actually accomplish. That's for sure. Alright guys, it is now 7:42, and today we have had an amazing day. We did our school education program for security. Just think we are now at day 4 of that finished. One more day. And then I gotta turn $100 over to the state of Florida to go and get the actual security license. Guys, we also did a couple of trips over to the Publix Plaza. One for Publix, 2 for UPS. That was fun. And honestly, this whole car debate is still up in the air. Well, Tiffany did have a vote for the Mustang. I still think, deep down, she was only saying that because she thought that it would make me happy. Because she knows I've always wanted a Mustang ever since I was younger, back when Lily was in her car seat and we couldn't get one in. But at the same time, we'll see what happens. Honestly, here's the deal. As long as it has doors, an engine, a hood, a roof, and seats, and it moves backwards and forwards, it's already better than what I'm at right now. But guys, thank you so much for everything. I hope you have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. But for now, let's all just get a good sleep. Good night, everyone.
But I know